China's next-generation most powerful submarines is nightmare for America. The submarine has profound implications for the U.S. Navy. If these reports are true, the People's Liberation Army Navy may have quietly become the most powerful submarine force in the Indo-Pacific. China's Type 096 is yet another example of how the Chinese military is rapidly catching up to the U.S. military in terms of the quality of their systems and even surpassed it in some areas. It is believed that the Type 096 will succeed the Type 090 for the Jin-class submarine. The U.S. Navy, which relies heavily on attack submarines, SSNs and surveillance assets such as the P-8 Poseidon aircraft to track enemy nuclear missile submarines, will find it difficult to see the Type 096 submarines. The People's Liberation Army Navy is in the middle of a monumental naval buildup at a time when American shipbuilding and its overall naval capacity is in terminal decline. The People's Liberation Army Navy has been developing their Type 096 NATO reporting name of tank-class submarine since the early 2020s. Satellite imagery from November 2023 revealed pressure hull sections for a large submarine, widely assumed to be the Type 096, being assembled at the Bohai shipyard in Holudio in Liaoning Province, China. Most analysts believe that the Type 096 is on track for an operational release before the end of this decade, a lightning-fast timeline, particularly compared to the development of the comparable Virginia-class in the United States. It seems possible that the Russians may have lent their expertise to the Chinese in terms of helping them develop an advanced propulsion system that enhanced the Type 096's stealth capabilities. As an aside, the Type 094 was an important step in the People's Liberation Army Navy's development as a world-class navy because it represented the first, credible sea-based nuclear deterrent. The only real problem with the Type 094 had to do with the fact that it was relatively noisier and less advanced than its Western and Russian counterparts. It is a different story entirely for the Type 096. The Type 096 will displace around 20,000 tons when submerged, making it larger than its predecessors. This increased size accommodates advanced technologies, including an improved quieting system aimed at reducing its acoustic signature. Type 096 subs have a raft design, in other words, a rubber support system to dampen engine noise while underway. This will likely lower the overall noise profile of the Type 096 to below 100 decibels, making the submarine nearly indistinguishable from background ocean noise. The armaments package on the Type 096 is set to be impressive. A JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missile SLBM, a third-generation missile already deployed aboard the Type 094 Jin-class submarines, is set to be placed on the Type 096. As an aside, the JL-3 boasts an estimated range of well over 6,200 miles and is capable of multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles (MIRV-ING), meaning a single missile can carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles (MIRV) that can hit a variety of targets. This range allows for the Type 096 to strike targets across the continental United States from the relative safety of China's coastal waters, such as the South China Sea or Bohai Gulf, without needing to risk being destroyed in contested international waters. A very interesting development is the notion that China collaborated with the Russian Federation for developing the Type 096. Historically cautious about sharing its advanced submarine technology, considering that its submarine force is the most potent aspect of the Russian Navy, Russia has reportedly shifted its stance amid deepening ties with China, particularly following the imposition of Western sanctions following its invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Indeed, it seems possible that the Russians may have lent their expertise to the Chinese in terms of helping them develop an advanced propulsion system that enhanced the Type 096's stealth capabilities. Technologies such as pump jet propulsion or rim-driven thrusters, which reduce noise compared to traditional propellers, could have been handed over to Beijing in an attempt to promote Vladimir Putin's and Xi Jinping's friendship with no limits. More importantly, the Rubin Design Bureau, a primary mover in the Russian submarine industry, is believed to have influenced the design of the Type 096, drawing parallels with Russia's advanced Boryai-class submarine. The submarine has profound implications for the U.S. Navy. If these reports are true, the People's Liberation Army Navy may have quietly become the most powerful submarine force in the Indo-Pacific, especially considering all the problems with their limited submarine fleet the United States Navy has encountered over the last 20 years. China's Type 096 has profound implications for global security and, specifically, U.S. national security in the Indo-Pacific region. Because the Type 096 has enhanced stealth and extended missile range, the Americans can no longer rely upon their undersea dominance being unquestioned. The U.S. Navy, which relies heavily on attack submarines, SSNs, and surveillance assets such as the P-8 Poseidon aircraft to track enemy nuclear missile submarines, will find it difficult to see the Type 096 submarines. In fact, the stealth technology that China has installed thanks to their Russian friends on the Type 096 will likely allow for these submarines to operate far beyond the safety of China's territorial waters undetected. The China's People's Liberation Army Navy is in the middle of a monumental naval buildup at a time when American shipbuilding and its overall naval capacity is in terminal decline. Nuclear brinkmanship will likely play a pivotal role in any U.S.-China standoff over the fate of Taiwan. The China's People's Liberation Army Navy is ensuring that it can reliably threaten and perhaps defeat the Americans at sea.